British Labour government have a solution to fix the migration crisis, ladies and gentlemen. How? To give more taxpayer money to the immigration lawyers. Yep, insanity. Hello everybody, welcome back to Tousi TV. I'm Tousi and this is your latest update from the border crisis in the United Kingdom. This is getting completely crazy now. The socialists in power said one thing before the election, then during the election campaign they focused on another thing, and now they're just spending more money. And they keep saying it. Investment, government money. There is no such thing as government money, it's taxpayers' money. And also, you cannot claim that by using taxpayers' money, by default it becomes an investment. So they're going around giving more money to immigration lawyers to sort out the backlog instead of closing the border and doing deportations. The focus should be on processing all the asylum cases, make it faster, which means more people want to come to this country because you're making it easier for them to be processed. Idiots. This is talking about Shabana Mahmood, the Justice Secretary, dealing with the immigration lawyers. We're also going to be talking about Yvette Cooper, the Home Secretary, and the Prime Minister himself, Keir Starmer. So, what they're planning to do now is that they're going to go around giving more taxpayers' money to immigration lawyers so they could speed up the asylum cases and their processes for illegal migrants who are entering our country illegally. Now, it gets worse. First things first, each appeal is taking an average of 46 weeks, leaving tens of thousands of migrants in limbo, waiting for a final decision on their rejected claim. First things first, let's not forget, that's the Tories' fault. The Tories started this mess, and the Labour Party are just making it worse. Now, by the end of September, there were 62,891 claims waiting for the outcome. That was just at the first-tier tribunal courts, where most of the asylum appeals are considered. This has now more than doubled in a year. No solution, absolutely no urgency. But it gets worse, because when you talk about the cabinet overall, whether it's Mahmood as Justice Secretary, whether it's Starmer as Prime Minister, whether it's Cooper as Home Secretary, first things first, they do not believe in accountability or transparency. They don't really answer proper questions when they are being scrutinized. And also, now they're going around talking about giving out the advisors and civil servants from Downing Street, we will increase money for legal aid above and beyond inflation to address the fact that it hasn't kept up with inflation for years. Why do we give legal aid funding for foreigners? Because the money would go to the pockets of immigration lawyers. They love it. But we are spending it on the illegal migrants. The point of illegal aid is supposed to be a safety net. Just if you lose your job, you would get job seekers payments allowance. It's part of the universal credit now. If you are a British person, you have worked before, ideally, you have contributed to the system, ideally, then you could take something back for a few weeks until you find a new job. Now, don't get me started with that broken system anyway. But it's supposed to be for British people, not for foreigners. Nothing against people from different countries, but if we come to your country, you don't expect your tax money to pay for my stuff. It will be a little bit weird. But again, we are dealing with a bunch of idiots in power. So, talking about the illegal immigration, in 2009, a total of 98,311 legal aid immigration cases were taken on, but by this year, that number has fallen to 41,682. The number of asylum claims can be almost twice that number, such as the record high of 81,130 in 2022. So they said, if the illegal aid's gone down, we could just spend more money on it. First things first, as I said, it was the Tory government's fault for making a complete mess of the whole system anyway. But this is not a good solution. It doesn't actually help anybody, including the Labour Party in the future. Now, the Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, says that she's confident that the Home Office will clear a backlog of 87,217 claims that are awaiting initial decisions within 12 to 18 months by improving the rate of decision making. Can I translate this for you guys? That simply means they're going to be putting a tick next to all the cases. Tick, tick, tick. Approved, approved, approved. We are already one of the most generous countries in the whole of the European continent because we are having a strong and massively high approved rating in terms of the asylum cases. We just basically say yes to everybody. So that is the solution for the Labour government, to just say, okay, we have all these cases, just say yes to all of them without realizing the consequences of the country, in case that's what they want. Destruction, full destruction. Secondly, this isn't really a promise that they're going to be able to keep. I can assure you, even this stupid policy of approving everyone, they're still not going to be able to hit the target. I can assure you they will fail because this government, more than the previous governments, they are more bureaucratic, they are complicated, they love their paperwork, they can't get anything done. So which means more people are going to come to the country because they have heard that the UK is even more generous than before. Get there because the borders are still open and your case will be heard quickly and you're going to get a tick. So the more they focus on the backlog is going to go up anyway. But apparently, if you complain about it, you're the crazy one. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.